Hi everybody, this is Frank, and welcome to Frank's Kitchen. I'm not on the home cooking show, and I'm not on Diners, Drive-Ins, Diners, and Dives. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dimes. However, the guy in that show would just love to have one of these tamales. Oh, hi guy. I hope you're watching. This is for you. Oh, and for my friend Khalid. Yes, hi Khalid. This is for you too. It's tamale making day. And I have my 5 pounds of masa preparada para las tamales. It says it right here. I got it at the local carniceria. This year I'm only making one batch. Just one. Anyway, so instead of making 8 dozen, we're only making 2.5. So this 5-pound bag should make 2.5. So I've broken down the masa here. We always use this turkey thing. Always have. Anyway, that's what we do. Now I have some broth from the pork that we boiled. And I'm going to put some of it in here. Just go slow. Some lard. Nothing like good old fat. Okay, so now I'm going to soak the hojas. These are corn husks, and in Spanish they're called, what are they called in Spanish? Hojas.
Corn huskos.
It says
corn huskos.
hojas para tamales. See, that's what you get these for. They're specially made just for tamales. That's what it says, at least. So I'm going to soak these because they're hard, and I'll put them in some warm water, and then they should just get softer and pliable, and then I'll be able to hold them. You know, it's funny about these things. Sandy just asked me how long they keep. I guess we'll find out. These are from last year. I bought extra.
I found them in a tamale pot.
And you know what I do is we put everything away for the year, and they were in the tamale pot. I've got jalapeno slices. We buy these at the store, and we put these in the tamale. We only put one just to give it a little bite. So I've got some of these, and I also used olives. Now these are the whole olives. So I put one whole olive in the middle of the tamale, and this is a little surprise. This is a little baby Jesus being unwrapped in the swaddling clothes. Just a Christmas surprise. Okay, so now I add some of this chili Las Palmas enchilada sauce, and this is the mild stuff. But I put some in the masa to give it a little flavor. So if you're curious to see what it looks like so far, see, it's starting to take shape. I think the consistency is good. These are looking pretty soft and pliable.
Want to try the last one?
Last one, no, not yet. Well, hi everybody. I'm finally ready to start wrapping my tamales. I got the most important ingredient, my coffee.
And your wife.
And my lovely wife at my side that's going to give me hints and pointers the whole time. And I also, as a tribute to my grandparents and my mom, the original tamale makers that I know of in my family, and I know it's been handed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. This is my dad's mom, Nana Mercy, and this is my mom's mom, Nana Chayo Montoya, and my mother, the beautiful Tomasa M. Sanchez. They're all gonna watch me and tell me and keep over me as I make the family tamales. So I'll put them here so they can watch me, and I'll start. I try to find the biggest, widest hojas that I can, and I take some of this up. I don't. And I spread it kind of like a plasterer would spread on a wall, and get a thin coat. Oh, this is in the way. Put this up here. And that's about right there. This is how I do it. I got the olive and the meat and the jalapeno right in the middle.
Make sure you make fat, juicy ones.
Thank you. Sandy says make a big, fat, juicy one. And I just tri-fold it. And then I just fold the end over like so. Oh, this coming out the bottom. And there you go. One tamale. Sandy says it's not fat enough, so I'll make some bigger ones. Actually, that's pretty, got a lot of meat in it.
Is it?
Okay, here, try for two.
Dose.
Sandy's good at Spanish. She says dose. Dose. A dose of what? Is that like a shot? That's a dose.
Hey, you should get the tequila.
Oh, that's true. That's what I need. I need some tequila to go with this tamale making thing. Oh, by the way, on my meat, I don't shred the meat. I cut it in little chunks.
Kind of pulled.
And it kind of pulls it apart a little tiny bit, but I want some chunks in there. I don't like the tamale meat ground to a fine pulp. It's not.
My mom
It's
did.
not. Sandy's mom always used to tell me, "That's right, Kat."
She always told you she'd shred the meat.
She says, "I would shred the meat," and I would always say, "Not your tamales. It's my tamales. You can shred the meat in your tamales if you want to. I don't do that." So there. All right, so here's number 3. As you can
Trace.
Sandy's really good in her Spanish. Trace, as she says. All right. So I'm gonna make another one. This one, corn husk is really a big one. This is what I want to hear. Okay, so now I'm going to stack these in my steamer. And I kind of do them in a little circle around the around the edges of the inside. I guess I can show you. I'll get this started so you can see how they roll, how they stack. There they are in there, so I'll show you after it's all stacked up. I might be really reaching the top of the limit on this pot. I didn't even bother to count them. I think it's just a tad over 2.5 dozen. There you go. That's how they're stacked. And now I'm going to stick them and steam them. The next step is to put them, well, you heat them up, steam them. Sandy and I started steaming them on the barbecue to keep the kitchen clean and to keep the kitchen from really getting hot in the house. This has worked well for us. So this is going to be on here for about 3.5 hours. 2.5 hours, sorry, 2.5 hours. And my grandmother used to put a quarter in the bottom of the steamer on the pot, and she'd listen for it to dance around and clink around, you know. As long as the quarter was making a noise, she knew there was water in the pot. Well, that's a good idea, but I'm not doing it. I was doing it, but I'm just too lazy to put the quarter in. Well, it's been an hour and a half, 2.5 hours, and that's what the recipe calls for. So we'll take a look. Oh, they're looking good. Let's see. Smells good. Oh, see? Smell that? I think, yeah, pretty good. So now I'm gonna stack them. I guess I should just get smart. Just do this. Yep, yeah, these looks like they're gonna be a good batch. $11, $12, $13, 25, 24, and 6. That's 30. A little bit more. Good. Awesome. All right. Okay. The little old tamale maker, me. Look. California's gold. 30 of them in this one. So the next thing to do is to sample one. Okay. Well, here you go.
Tamales.
I get to taste the first one. Yep. And you can see the olive and the jalapeno in there. Same flavor, same great taste. Merry Christmas.